Hey guys, what's up? It's Emily with M Loves. Let's talk about defeatist mentality. So, in dating, you get all these things that happen where you get really excited about a girl, and then she ends up not being as excited about you, or you plan a date and she last minute cancels on you. And all of these things can make you feel super defeated. So, what do we do about it? Well, first things first, this is part of the process, is to be able to sit with the discomfort that comes with rejection. And if you're dating, especially if you're doing mega dating, like what I teach, which is dating multiple people at the same time in order to diffuse your energy and increase your confidence, then you're going to have to face rejection a lot in order to find love. That's just a part of the deal. That's how it works because, you know, dating multiple people with the goal of finding the right one for you long term means you have to kiss a lot of frogs, right? You have to go through the search. You have to find who is the best candidate for you. And that means you have to reject a lot of women and they have to reject you. And getting a defeatist mentality, it can be really easy. I mean, I know myself that I have gone after what I wanted. I definitely have a very masculine energy. So in dating, I have pursued men in the past and been rejected. And what I've done in the past to get over that defeatist mentality is to celebrate putting myself out there. So I've taken myself out to dinner. I've bought myself a bottle of wine. I've ordered something that I wouldn't normally order, or just something to celebrate the fact that I put myself out there, and really being proud for being authentic and being genuine and being like real about my intention. Because sometimes you're real with your intention, and you might think that it's coming on too strong or being too needy, and sometimes it is. If you see a pattern happening in your life where every single woman is like getting scared away or saying you're coming on too strong, then yeah, there may be an anxious attachment style. But to have here and there things not work out, try not to beat yourself up about it, because at the end of the day, this is a natural part of the process that we all go through. And celebrate your growth, celebrate your courage, because you are courageous for putting yourself out there again and again and again, even when you get rejected, even when you don't get the outcome that you wanted. It's not so much about the outcome, it's about the person you're becoming as you go through the process. And I know it's hard. In fact, the whole reason I did the 100 date experiment was because I basically got rejected from somebody I wanted it to work out so bad with. And I just wanted to know if there was a way for me to find love, if it was possible. And I figured, well, let me just do this 100 times and I'll have an answer. And yeah, during that process, I got rejected. I did some rejecting. There were things that just didn't work out because of timing or because of misalignment in expectations. But I understood, because I had set that goal, that number of dates goal. I had set that goal. I knew that there was going to be this roller coaster of emotion that would happen. I knew that I was signing up for that, and I was courageous enough to face it. And I had some serious dark nights of the soul, you guys. I was like, one of the most game-changing moments for me. I was absolutely devastated. I was crying my eyes out in my twin bed in my little college dorm room, just crying, sobbing, because I realized I was attracted to these guys who would always be mean to me, and I was not attracted to the nice guys, and I kept getting rejected by the ones I wanted, and the ones I didn't want kept, kind of bothering me, and it was like I was so frustrated and I felt so defeated and I wanted to quit. But I had that little tiny glimmer of hope. And I understood that there were some painful things I had to go through. I don't even know if I understood it, to be honest. I just was doing it. I was committed to hitting that number. Okay, I'm going to do 100 dates no matter what it takes. That commitment drove me past those really defeated moments. Oh my God, and did I have them? And you know what? Now that I look at it as such a gift. In my defeat, I surrendered. And surrender is like the most powerful thing you can do in dating, is to surrender, is to get on your knees and ask for help. to give up that forced feeling that you're having, to just let it go, to surrender yourself, even if that means you're going to cry or scream or throw things at the wall. Dating is a roller coaster. You're interacting with so many different energies, trying to find the right one that vibes with you perfectly. That is hard to do. There's all kinds of bumps that are going to happen. Even with the right one, there's going to be bumps that are going to happen. So look at it as, I am a warrior. I can withstand discomfort. I am unafraid of discomfort. I am unafraid of pain. I am unafraid of fear, because I know my woman is on the other side of all of those things, and I'm brave enough to face them, and I'm brave enough to get through this. And if you haven't watched the Dick's Sporting Good commercial about defeat, oh my God, watch that commercial. It's amazing. Talks about next season starts right now. Google it. It's amazing. It'll change your life. I love it so much. Also, Nick Vujicic is another person to Google. He is a motivational speaker who was born with no arms and no legs. Talk about defeated. You're like being born with defeat, but he has overcome it. He's even married to a beautiful woman. So just know that we all go through this. It is a normal part of the process. It is a rite of passage. You are a courageous warrior that can stand through that defeat, that can surrender to the higher purpose that is this dating world. And another thing is, like, try not to get too wrapped up in the stories that you make up in your mind. Try not to tell yourself a story about how you're horrible and you must just not be good enough and she's never interested anyway, or you did something wrong. Try to let that go. Release those stories, especially if there's no tangible evidence that you did anything wrong. Don't make up that story in your head. Look for objective evidence. Go back in the text message thread and look for objective evidence. If you feel yourself creating that story and being like, yeah, I was coming on too strong. Did she say that? Did she explicitly say that? Because if she didn't explicitly say that, then you're making up a story and you're beating yourself up and you're shooting yourself in the foot, when really that's just some BS in your head. So go back, logically, look for objective evidence that supports or refutes your claim, and that will tell you whether you did something wrong or not. And even if you did something wrong, you are the courageous warrior who is unafraid of discomfort, and you can face that truth, and you can improve it. But chances are you get defeated because we are naturally kind of flaky. I know I have last minute canceled on my boyfriend too in the beginning of our relationship, and it totally weirded him out and made him think I didn't like him, when really I just had to cancel because of something going on in my life, and I was a little bit selfish. And girls, we're a little bit selfish, okay? That's why you like us. We focus on ourselves. We want to look cute. We got to do our stuff. We focus on our own life. So don't beat yourself up. Watch Nick Vujicic. Watch the Dick's Sporting Good commercial on next season starts right now, or the Defeatist. It's like a defeat thing. And then look for objective evidence that supports your claim. If you're telling yourself a story, if you have no evidence, then you're making up some BS in your head. It's hurting you. Okay? Stop doing that. Be proud of yourself for the courageous lion heart you have inside of you. You can do this. I promise you can do this. She doesn't have a gun. She's not going to hold it to your head and shoot you. You can do this. This is not life or death. I promise you. You're going to come back stronger. You're going to be braver. You're going to be bolder. You're going to have more empathy than you've ever had before. Let yourself surrender to the defeat. Give yourself one day, one night. Be defeated today. And guess what? Next season starts tomorrow. Or right now, if you're from Dick's Sporting Goods. Anyhow, that's all I got. I hope that helps. And you know what? We're all here for you. We've all been there. So you got this.